And Skylar, what brings you to the event tonight, and what brought you to the semi-presentation this afternoon?
My experiences with anxiety and depression, and my relationship with my friends, and just becoming and trying to see how to deal with it.
And what are you dealing with on a regular basis?
Severe anxiety and depression, and trying to focus, so ADD, ADHD, fetal alcohol syndrome, sensory processing disorder. What else is there?
I think that's about it.
Yeah. So, a lot. And that, it goes through my mind all the time.
So you're dealing with a lot. You're going through, and you'll look right here, you're going through a lot of painful and struggling times in your life. And what has made going through all these struggles just a little bit easier?
My family. Just spending time with your family is a very big thing. Listening to God, not trying to get like all religious, but definitely like going to church for me helped. Doing all my favorite hobbies like dancing, writing, reading, listening to music just like calmed me down.
What were some of the biggest things though? Like
Biggest?
what really helped when it got to be really bad? So when you were 2 and you were hearing those voices in your head and you were banging your head and biting yourself, what did we do? What kind of things did we put together for you?
Counseling. A lot of counseling, and just talking to your parents or just anyone that you can.
Do you remember when we would tear off pieces of paper when you could get angry, and we would look at how big the pile was? And so we would say, wow, you were really angry this time. And then you would pick those pieces up and it had calmed you down, or you needed that big hug, that proprioceptive touch.
Yeah.
And we would brush you. When you finally got to a point where you knew that counseling in school was good, when you were able to go to in-school counseling, tell me why do you think that's important?
Because if you don't reach out, then no one is going to help you, and they won't know anything that has happened or knowing what will happen in the future. So basically just reaching out is just so important. It could save you, and then doing that for another person, if you just ask someone, hey, how are you doing? That will help so much.
So think about triggers. So there's kiddos in schools today, and we're talking about trauma-informed care and that sort of thing. What kind of things trigger you? Because you look like a normal kid. I think you are. You got different strengths and challenges. But what kind of things triggered this whole diagnosis of severe anxiety and depression?
Well, when I was diagnosed with severe anxiety and depression was 6th grade. So that time, it was when school shootings were becoming more popular, and just walking into school, I had to breathe and tell myself, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine. But then I would have to go to the bathroom, and I had a panic attack, and it was bad. So just walking down the hall, this could be the last time that I'm here on this earth, because of how many other school shootings there were, and knowing that could be my school next. I couldn't go anywhere. I had to, if I were to want to stay home or stay in the car if we were going shopping, someone would have to be with me, because they knew something, like if I was alone, they didn't want anything bad to happen. So it just changed everything in like my life, my parents' life, everyone around me. And it felt like I was hopeless. Like I was just like on this stranded island, and no one, I was trying to call out, but no one was gonna like hear me. Like I knew that deep down, but I still was trying. I have like Pinterest, so like I have a board of quotes saying, "You're enough, you are beautiful," just like motivation quotes and inspirational quotes. I talk to my mom whenever I feel like I like don't belong. I go and talk to her, or I talk to my sister. I'll talk to anyone. And I would read a book a lot. I spend a lot of time in my room just like journaling, writing my thoughts and feelings down, and then I'll reread it. And then somehow it calms me down and be like, okay, this is actually how I'm feeling. So
What did we get rid of?
social media. When in 6th grade, I took a month off of school because of my anxiety controlling my body. So I had to take my social media away. Well, my parents took my social media away so I could focus on getting better and not texting other people so much. Not having to look at your phone right the second you wake up is just amazing. Because you go on your phone in the morning, you want to see what Kim Kardashian or another famous person put on their like story or Instagram. And then you see what they are wearing, what they do, how they look, and you get jealous. And then you're like, oh, I should look like this too. And you get like an image in your mind. Basically, social media puts an image in your mind of what you should look like. And if you don't look like that, then good luck. You're quote unquote not good enough. And not having that, like Instagram, anything like that, really helped. Because I didn't have to look at a picture and say, I don't look like this, so I'm not good enough. I'm not gonna have any friends. And I didn't have to tell myself like that in the morning. Logan Paul's video came out at the Suicide Forest, and I watched it. And after a couple of months of him taking a break, I watched Kevin's video with Logan Paul. And when I watched it, my eyes opened because I was like, I'm not alone, and someone else has felt this way too. And when Kevin said that once he jumped, he immediately regretted it, my mind changed, and I said, okay, then if he would regret it, then I would too, so I shouldn't do this. Because I don't want my mom and dad going through that pain, and my friends having to see that. Yes, definitely. I remember after watching it, I wrote in my journal, I don't want to die anymore. I want to stay on this earth. I want to make good memories. I want to be a kid. And I remember a couple of weeks ago I reread it and I started to cry because I remembered what it felt like. And it's just something no one should go through, and no one should go through it alone. So like, I told my friends about like the video of when Kevin was in it, and they were like, oh yeah, I saw that, but I still don't forgive him, but like Logan. But I said, I do. And this Kevin guy, wherever he lives, I want to meet him because he has helped me. He has gave me hope that there is another way I can get help, that I'm not alone, no one is alone, and you don't need to be.
And I have to say that I didn't even see the video.
Yeah.
And my heart will forever be grateful to Kevin Hines for those words, because I don't think my daughter's the only one who feels that loneliness. And working in education for 26 years, if that video and that simple sentence of as soon as I jumped, I regretted it, saved my baby's life, I thank Kevin Hines. I thank you. I thank all the people who've been in your path. And I just thank God that this is not a coincidence. Thank you.
I'm thankful that you're alive today, that that message rang true in your mind, that you chose life and you chose to fight the pain and change your life, because that's the biggest issue here, is you changed your entire outlook. You got rid of the things that were negatively impacting your existence, and you found light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Don't be rude to other girls, because that definitely puts other girls down, and that was also a reason, or it could be a reason. Girls should come together, anyone, boys too, should come together and just don't gossip. Go to a counselor, talk to your parents if you think something's wrong, or talk to a friend. Just reach out to someone, even if you don't know them really well. If you think that they're a good person and they'll listen, tell them there's something wrong with me and I need help. So, yeah.
Thank you, Skylar, for your time. Thank you
Thank you.
very much. I really appreciate it. This is going to probably be one of the more special vlogs I've ever done. So I'm really grateful for your time, and I cannot wait to get this to the editing room and get this on the channel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Wrap it